it in the blink of an eye, and that's it. It's Sunday. Where does the week go? Honestly, it feels like only minutes ago it was Monday. We're kicking it all off, and now it is Second Chance Sunday. Sunday is the last show of the week, but the good thing about Second Chance Sunday is that we bring back all of your favourite deals of the last week. So if you missed out on anything, it's a great chance to see them demonstrated, get all of your questions in, but also grab those great deals before they disappear as well. So it'll be your last chance to grab some of the deals that are coming out in this show. There is a lot in this show, guys, so I'd say definitely get yourself ahead over on the website, crafterscompanion.co.uk.eu, and you can see there absolutely everything that we have. Details there along the bottom of your screen. If you've got any questions as we go through whatsoever, then you can pop those over on social media, over on Facebook or across on YouTube, wherever you're watching as well. Now, I am not on my own. No, it is the last instalment of Quadruple Debbie, which makes my heart sad, Debbie, but we don't have long to wait, do we, until we're back together again after today?
No, we definitely don't. It all comes around very quickly. I'll be back with Joe next weekend, but I am on tomorrow with Derek, Joe, so I'm quite looking forward. It's my first time working with Derek, so yeah, I'm really looking forward to that. So it's been a great weekend, so thanks everyone that's joining us. Everything that's on the show, I love Second Chance Sunday because it's one of those days where you just can get hold of all the goodies that everyone has loved out there, which is great. So just a few little sneaky peek samples of what we've got going on. Just really usable word sentiment dies. Now, I love these ones because these are what we call the interchangeable Christmas creator cards, and all will become clear. But basically, the shape of each one, you get 3 different sentiments that will fit in them, which are great. And then I finally, Joe, get to play with the tri-blend brushes.
They're so gorgeous.
Oh my goodness, I love them. You are going to love them. They come in 3 packs, so please shop ahead for those because they are incredible. And I can't even begin to tell you how nice they are to use them. The brush nib on them is truly amazing. And then we're going to be having a bit of a look around the sentiment stamps. Sentiment dies. Now these are layering dies that create amazing sentiments. Look at this one. I love this. Ho, ho, ho. Looks incredible. You're going to be able to cut out all these elements really simply. And then my favourite this week, I adore these. You're going to love them. They are just incredible dies. They are butterfly alphabets, and you're going to get lowercase and uppercase. You're also going to get numbers as well. They are pretty awesome. And if I just pull them out here, these little butterflies actually poke out. Oh, I've just pulled that off. Oh, that's not very good. What am I like?
You've just decapitated that Schmetterling on a Sunday of all days, on the holy day as well.
It's flying away. So you're going to love these. They're really nice. I will stick that back on. So I apologise to who made this. So it was Kerry. So sorry, Kerry, I pulled your butterfly off, but I will stick it back. So there we go. We've got the the numbers as well. And then just a final one to show you. We've got the outline dies, which are fabulous. These create just amazing.
Oh, there's so much coming up. But do you know what? I think I sense it, Debbie. I feel like it's going to be a lot of fun, this show. Absolutely. I think there's going to be a lot of laughs, as Ursula would say. Right, shall we dive in and have a look at what's coming up? Because there's loads, as I said. Definitely get yourself ahead on the website. The interchangeables, these are awesome because what you're actually getting here are 12 creator card dies. When you think about it, the ability to interchange that sentiment makes these so versatile. A great price on them, $79.97 or $105.57 if you want to grab those. We've got some stamps which have been designed to work beautifully with our tri-blend brush pens. Oh, managed to say it right. I always say it wrong, that one. $24.95 or $34.95 to get yourself 6 individual collections there, and they're gorgeous. You've got some nature ones, you've also got some animal ones in there. A really lovely mix set. Now, the tri-blend brush pens are available for you on the show. They are in the 3 colour combinations. Now, what I love about these is they've been put together with sort of different, they're not in colour families is the best way to describe them. They are put together in things like the natural, the summer sun, woodland walk, winter holiday. So they are projects rather than colour families. You'll see them more as we go through the show and you'll understand exactly what I mean. Now, we've also got the Gemini Layerable Sentiments Christmas Collection. These are awesome. I love these. They die cut into make these sort of beautiful, almost a bit like the sort of builder scene that we showed you in the Nativity earlier. That kind of concept, but for all of your different Christmas sentiments. £72 or $86. You're going to get a tape pen included there as well, which is always a welcome bonus. The Gemini Decorative Outline Topper Die 6-piece collection. You can get a couple of the individuals if you want to, but the best way to get the best value is to go for the big one. You can get them in their threes for £27. You can get them all together for £44. So you save £10 when you get them together, which is awesome. But if you need inspiration, we've got you covered there too. We've got Crafters Inspiration number 27 for you at $9.99 or $19.95 if you want to get your hands on that one. Right, now, something that we had on Cartload on Thursday, and we've brought it back because it really is your last chance. Now, I know a lot of the stock has gone. It is a Centura Pearl card and envelope bundle, and Debbie, you were telling me how much you love these before the show.
Yeah, absolutely. Joe gave them to me and I was like, I'm so pleased they are on the show because these are usable and you're going to use them all year round. Now, if you did go for the Nativity before, or you went for it in that last couple of hours and you went for the Nativity, the colours in this are going to work absolutely amazingly with that. What I love about these, Joe, is the fact that you've got 2 different sizes and 3 different colours. That in itself is amazing. It's really good quality Centura Pearl stock, so you can see, look at the shine on there. They're already pre-scored and folded for you. You're going to get the matching Centura envelope. I mean, look at that. You've got the perfect size for your perfect card each time. You're going to get your smaller version and you're going to get the 6x6. Now, just a heads up, now I know that we've got the interchangeable dies on the show. I will just bring one in quickly. So these ones here, which we're going to be showing a bit later, and we are going to be, we will actually show these. When I just take this out, you can see that this is going to fit absolutely perfect into these. So they're ideal for that size, which are amazing. And then I'm just going to show you the colours that we've got. So that's the beautiful gold. We've then got the pearlized one in the lilac. I mean, that is beautiful. Look at, I mean, it's just an incredible shimmer on there. You're getting that also in the 6x6. So you'll get the 6x6. And then the smaller one in the royal, I mean, look at that blue. That's incredible. These are card blanks. You can cut into these. You can create your apertures. You're going to be able to do so much with them. Have them as a temp fold, or you could fold them back on themselves, and then you've got a gatefold card. So a really, really good set to go for, and really exceptional quality. Yeah, absolutely. And Centura Pearls, you've got that beautiful luster in every single one of them. Very busy on there. Half of these have gone now, though, already. So if you want them, I don't know if they'll last the whole of this Second Chance Sunday show. £25 or $35. You're more than welcome to multi-order on them. If you're multi-ordering, you will also have to be soon. Right, something else that's on the show that's very busy in the run-up to this show is our character craft kit that we've got, Character Over the Edge. If you're collecting them and you're wondering what the number is, it's number 28 that we've got here for you. $24.99 wherever you are shopping in pounds or dollars. Very busy on this one already. Why are these always so popular, and why this one specifically, do you think, Debbie? All of our craft kits are popular, and I absolutely know why, because each one of them, it's like an explosion of craft in a box, because when everything comes out of it, there is so much packed into these boxes. And what it means, Joe, is that you can craft straight out of the box. And I know that sounds a strange thing to say, but as long as you have, let's say it's like the die ones, and you've got a die cutting machine, you're going to be able to create some absolutely beautiful pieces with this. If you are an advanced crafter, you're going to be able to put your own twist on it. You're going to be able to do different sort of concepts with the cards in there. But if you are someone that's a beginner and you don't know quite where to start, or you just need some ideas of papers and matching colours and ribbons and pearls, this is absolutely for you. It is incredible. So on the front, you can see what this one is the character over the edge. It means you have these really cute little characters. This is a great one on this show because it really goes in conjunction with our Tri-Blend pens, because if you've got Tri-Blend pens and you've got some stamps, this is going to work really well with that. So shall we give it a bit of an unboxing, Joe?
Oh, let's have a little look inside. Yeah, absolutely. I said a quarter of the stock was gone, and if I said that again, I'd be fibbing. A lot of you have jumped to the web since we started this show. It's half gone now, this box. I think it's definitely going to go, I'm going to say probably in the first hour, Debbie, I would imagine. So people need to be quick for this.
Yeah, and I'm not surprised because it's something that goes all the time. People love our boxes, and it is because it is that explosion craft in a box. So let's get unboxing. When you open your box up, so for anyone that's not seen our gorgeous boxes, when you open them up, it's all packed in our beautiful tissue paper. So you're going to pull your tissue paper back and look at this. We've got a jam-packed box. So straight away you can see that we've got dies. Now it tells you it's the metal dies. These are the edge dies that are going to go as 2 packs that you're going to get in here, so you can create different characters. So you're getting 2 packs of these dies, which look amazing, and then you're getting the 2 stamp sets that go with them. Now what I'll do, let me just open one of these so you can see exactly how they work. So I'm going to take this one. I think this is the kitty cats. So you'll work them out very easily. So you can see here that we've got dies that go round. So if I take that one off, you can see that this one, if I get the right, I bet I've got the wrong one now. That'll be typical, won't it? Picking the, it is the wrong one, yeah. So it's not the cats. I'll tell you why I thought it was the cats. I thought this was going to be a tail, but it's actually the umbrella. So if you look at this umbrella one, it will go around the top there. So all the way round. So when you stamp this out, you can cut that out on the top of a card, and you've got that beautiful cut over the edge character stamp. These are lovely stamps just on their own. So if you are someone that hasn't got a die cutting machine, but you just want the stamps to be able to colour and create beautiful images, you're going to be able to do that too. Lovely sentiments, lots of different accessories on the stamps that you can fill your pages with. So 2 lots of stamp sets, 2 lots of die sets. I'm just going to pop this
I'd imagine
one
the
back.
stamps and dies on their own, you're probably looking at about the value of the whole box here, Debbie.
Oh, totally, Joe. Yeah, absolutely. You would pay $12.99 for the die set. I mean, you're getting 3 dies per stamp, which means you can cut them in different ways. So if you want to cut one down the side, you can cut one over the top, you can cut one down the other side. So lots of different ways there. Now, on top of that, Joe, the reason we have a craft box is because we do all the envelopes to match all the cards in here. And look at all these different size cards that we've got, and so many different concepts that you can create with these. These have been made with you in mind and this kit in mind to be able to create all these beautiful designer cards. And then we've got ribbon, not just 1 pack of ribbon. We're giving you 3 different packs of different size ribbon and beautiful colours that are going to coordinate with all these papers, which I'll show you in a second. On top of that, Joe, you're getting these. Now, this is the first time I've seen these in one of the craft kit, because we normally do put gems in. These are see-through clear gems. They're gorgeous. They're really lovely, and they look almost like a dewdrop. So if you're using the umbrella one where you think maybe a bit of rain is coming in, you could put them around and have those dewdrops coming in. You can colour these in whatever you've got in your stash. If you've got your metallic markers, if you've got your ink pads, if you've got your watercolours, anything you can do them with. Your Tri-Blend pens, they're going to look amazing. But also, if you've got some alcohol pens, you can colour these gems the colour that you want them, and it will just reflect in all your crafting. So beautiful. The papers, yes. Oh, we've lost them slided down there. Let's move these out of the way. Now, the great thing with the papers, Joe, is not only do we have 3 of each of the beautiful pattern papers. I mean, look at these, just gorgeous colours, gorgeous designs. What you're going to end up making in all your different, that one's lovely. It's got like making memories on the front, so you can do it for your scrapbook pages. But not only that, you've got, if I just bring that one in, look how much these coordinate together. So you can use 2 lots together. You've got all the plain colours to coordinate with all the pattern papers. I mean, look at that rich colour. It's so beautiful, and that really vivid yellow. So this is a really comprehensive kit with so much in it that you're just going to love it.
Absolutely. You need to be quick though. As I said, half the stock is gone. on. Robbie on Facebook saying, how many cards do you get in the Centura Pearl package? You get 10 of each size in each colour. So it's 60, I believe. And then you get the envelopes to match as well, which is awesome too. Loads of you, in fact, saying hello already this afternoon. Lynn Harvey saying hello. Brigitte saying hi from the Netherlands. Jane's in Canada. Diana's in Indiana. Heidi saying hi from Idaho. Sandra is in Vegas. Who else is here? We're all over. We're very international. April saying is in Indiana. Donna in Texas. Laurie is saying hello, as well as is Donna in Ohio. Ohio, Donna. Yeah, any questions that you've got about any of the products as we go through the show, best place to drop them into is over on Facebook. So the Crafters TV Facebook page, in the live feed there, or across on YouTube. Pop them in the comments there, and we will answer them for you best as we can. And also, if you do want to share with us any pictures, maybe you've got your hands on these super early doors, these products. I mean, some of them did launch a little while back now, like the interchangeable Christmas sentiment creator cards. They've been out a little while. If you've got pictures of things you've been making with those, drop them into us. studio@crafterscompanion.co.uk is where you need to send those photos. Right. Star of the show in what we call the pre-sales has been the Schmetterlings. I know you guys absolutely love and adore these. Now the great thing is that they are fabulous value for money, because what you've got is you've got your uppercase letters. You've then got the butterflies in there as well. But what you're getting is you're getting the letter, and then you're getting the matte layer as well, which goes onto there. So you're automatically getting that shadow, which is awesome. So it really grounds them, makes them look very bold. If you wanted to though, you can of course just use them with the top element on its own. You could use the base element on its own. It really is completely up to you. You've got 142 different elements within here. So what you've got is you've got your uppercase, you've also got your lowercase letters in here too. So from A to Z, of course. And then you've got the numbers in there as well, which is awesome. Now what we're also giving you is what you can see just there are the 2 extra stamp sets. Now the 2 extra stamp sets are awesome because they've actually got the butterflies in them, and it's the stamp sets which you stamp into the space. Oh, I think I've got Debbie's cough. It's the space that is vacant, ready for the stamp. So you can stamp them in there. You're gonna love. I know how Debbie feels about pigment inks. Pigment inks would look awesome in here. So let me just show you the 2 stamp sets that you're getting. So you're gonna get this one just here, which is lovely. It gives you a great background too. So you've got that lovely honeycomb background in there, which you can use. You've got that stripe, and then you've also got this one here as well that gives you that Harlequin style background, and then also you've got that sort of mosaic tile in there, which is beautiful as well. You are going to get the mint green cardstock included, which is awesome. So we're throwing that in for you as well. It's a really comprehensive bundle and collection. Now, if you bought it all individually, in the UK, you'd be looking at £129.94. It's down to £111 today. In the US, you'd be looking at £171.44. However, for today, it's down to $140. Now, that's awesome, but Club Inspire members, you're going to get your Club Inspire discount on top of that as well. So Platinum members, you get an extra £22 off this. You get an extra $28 off of this. The great thing about this collection as well is that every single person that orders it in this Second Chance Sunday show is going to get free postage and packaging or free shipping and handling as well. So we're going to send this out to you totally free of charge. The great thing about alphabets is they are so versatile. You're always going to need them, because if it's personalization on initials on a card, if it's numbers on a card, a box frame, if you're doing little things like quotes or names with these, think about wall plaques you can create with them. Loads of things that you can do with them, and something that I know you're going to get a lot of use out of in your stash for a really long time. And also, who doesn't love a butterfly? Who doesn't love butterflies, Debbie?
Certainly not me. I adore them. And they're actually, there's quite a funny story, I think, across Craftland, that anyone that thinks they've made a little bit of mistake or done a smudge or anything like that, they always say put a butterfly on it, because it is just one of those embellishments that's going to make your card come to life. Butterflies you can put on anything, so any cards, they just seem to work well. So I'm just going to go for a few samples first, because I adore them. They are so lovely. They're really pretty. I love the fact that you can stamp that butterfly into it, and I really love the fact that the butterflies stand proud, and that's all done for you. This isn't something that you need to worry about. All this die itself cuts out and cuts this butterfly out, and all you have to do is stamp into it. You could leave them blank if you want to, but they just look really effective when you stamp the beautiful butterflies and put them in different configurations. I mean, look at this happy. I I just love the way that has been done. And that background looks like a pattern paper, but it's not. It's the stamps that come with these. Just really beautiful designs. I mean, look at that. That you were saying about scrapbook pages, Joe. That's the sort of thing that you could put on your scrapbook page. Have a picture coming out of the top. Use those stamps, the butterflies, to just create around your backgrounds. They look amazing. And this lovely love one. I love this. Love this. Didn't mean to say that. But it's what I say all the time. But even this sort of splodge of paint going up here in these different coloured stripes, that's a stamp that's on the stamp set. And I'll just show one more just to show you how gorgeous they are. That one's done on mirror card. And what's really nice as well is you get that layer. So see the background, the mirror card, and then the pattern paper on top. That's two different dies that you're getting in this collection. It is the most awesome collection because you get so much in it. So let's have a look at it. I've got all of them here. We've got our uppercase ones and we've got our lowercase ones. And then there's also the numbers and the stamps. So all I've done with my stamps, because you've got two different size stamps. So you can use all these background ones on whatever you want, but the butterfly stamps in them, the lowercase ones are slightly smaller than the uppercase ones. So just so I know, so just write on yours and then you'll know exactly which ones you use them with. So let's pop them to the side. I'm going to grab my uppercase alphabets. And you can see if I bring these out, look how big these stamps, these dies are. Oh, we're stuck in there. There we go. Just pulling them here. Look at the size of them. I mean, they're wow. I mean, I remember you would pay that money for the one set years ago to get an alphabet die. I mean, that's incredible value for money. And if I take one off, so we're going to be using our B. So if I take the B off and the A off and the Y off, can you guess what I'm going to do? We're just going to need two Bs. So you've got two parts to each die. You've got your
Baby Shark?
Baby Shark. Now you've got that in my head, Joe. Why did you do that? My little grandson Charlie is in Mexico. He plays that non-stop round the clock. That's all he wants to listen to. So he absolutely loves that. So yes, this card our producer Laura just said about, it could be a card for Leanne, because we know our Leanne has just become a grandma, and she will love it because I love being a nan. I always think, people say it's a different kind of love, and it is totally a different kind of love, because I always think I have all the fun and none of the responsibility. I just give them back. So I'm going to cut some letters out, but I think I could possibly, because I'm just using a cardstock from our card, I think it's enough to be able to cut two out. So I am just going to chop mine in half, and we can cut two Bs at the same time. So just cutting that in half. I'm going to pop one here where I'm going to use, and I'm using the insides. So I'm using my A there and then my Y. And then I'm going to use my B, but I'm going to cut that in half because I'm going to cut through two pieces at the same time. If you don't have a Gemini, you might find that you might not be able to cut through two pieces, so just cut one at a time. It's not a big deal. And also, if you do have, I've still got some little bits in there, if you do have the Gemini Mini, you'll be able, all of these will fit through the Gemini Mini.
Awesome. Loads of people chatting away with us on socials. June saying, I just love these shows. Crafting Stacey on YouTube says she's got her feet up after a shopping marathon. Now that is my kind of marathon, Stacey. Sarah in Australia says she has the interchangeable dies and she's going to get the butterfly alphabet today. We've convinced her. Leslie saying how versatile that butterfly alphabet is. Robbie says, well, it looks like I'm going to have to get those cards and envelopes now. They're beautiful. Didn't realise they were coming in the DL and the 6x6. Yes, they are indeed. Kathy's very concerned, Debbie. She wants to know if you got your Sue Buddy bag or not.
I haven't yet, and do you know what?
What are you
I know,
like?
and I promise I'm going to get that Sue Buddy bag. I completely forgot because we only have an hour between shows. So as soon as we come off the show, we're then prepping for this show and sorting all that out, which is great fun, but it doesn't give us time to do anything in between. So thank you for reminding me. I'm going to write that down and remember to get that. I am definitely getting that Sue Buddy bag. It's amazing.
Awesome.
We can still buy it now, can't we, Joe?
You can, yeah. yeah, you just have to go back to the earlier show. So you need to go to the website, click offers, and then click masterclass, and it'll take you back to the earlier show and all the deals that were in there. Ray talking about that character over the edge, saying how she loves all the subscription boxes. You will need to be quick for that subscription box. It's going very quickly. Jermaine says how pretty that subscription box is. The paper's especially getting a lot of love. Kay's got that subscription box and says she absolutely loves it. I know, is it half the stock gone there at the moment? Over half the stock now gone, so you need to be quick for that. Love the letters and numbers, says Jermaine as well. Sandra Odell on Facebook said, I ordered these butterflies last week on my birthday. Cannot wait to create some gorgeous home decor pieces with them. That's the thing with these, Debbie, isn't it? Yes, they're going to be great for card making and scrapbooking, but for actual practical uses around the home, I think you'll get loads of use with those kinds of things also.
Absolutely. I think anything that we buy, we want to get the most use out of. So totally, you can get use out of them. And I'd love to know people's ideas of what different things they do with, and your pictures and anything like that, because we're all creative. I truly believe that we're all creative in some way, and that's the best way to be, isn't it? In whatever we're doing in life, just being creative makes you feel happy. You get the joy out of it. So yeah, amazing. What I am going to show you here, so I don't need to do another one because I've already got one, but I've actually made myself a template. So even though we can cut these out, we can pop this on here. We've got that outside edge. I mean, look how pretty that looks for a little girl. If you've got a little girl, and actually this would be perfect for a card for Leanne, because she's just had a granddaughter. It just looks amazing. But what I am going to do, I just want to use these as an aperture so we can then pop these back inside when we make our cards. So just a different take on them. And then all I've done just with my pen, so I've just used one of our Spectrum Classiques because they have a fine nib on them, and I've just gone round the edges just to create a little faux stitch effect.
Awesome. Cecilia is asking how big the letters are. They are 3 inches by 2.1 inches, Cecilia. In centimetres, that's 7.6 centimetres by 5.3. So there you are. That's how big they are. They are a good size. Good, I'd say a good versatile size, Debbie. Not too big, not too small, but wouldn't look out of place on small cards as much as massive scrapbook pages. So you get loads of use out of them.
You get so much use out of them. And actually, I tell you what, I'm just thinking this card I'm doing now would look amazing as a wall plaque. Oh, yeah. And I do believe Sarah did one of the, she did a demo on these, so I'm sure you can look back on that. I think I put that the wrong way. Which she done her niece's name Grace in a plaque, which would be lovely to hang in the wall. So it was, in fact, I think I might have it as a sample. I've got it here, yes. So if I just show you this one, this is a wall, this is the one Sarah done. She's obviously forgot to take it home to give to Grace. So, but how beautiful is that to do as a wall hanging? And the same with this baby one, we can then, we can make this and frame it and put it into a wall plaque, which would look amazing. You could put home for a new home for somebody. You could put it in a frame. There's just so many different uses you can do with these. Tags, you could just put the initials. These would be great, Joe, especially the numbers for table numbers at weddings. Oh, yes. You could personalise all your table numbers.
I went to a wedding a couple of years ago, some friends of mine, and they had table numbers with table names, and they were just like really kind of like plain names. So one was called like Brian, and then Bob, and there was like Margaret and Karen. That was what all the table names were called. But you could make those place names or those table names absolutely using these, which would be a great way to use them. Lynn says that she's working with the butterfly alphabet at that moment. Well, you know what you need to do, Lynn, don't you? You need to pop us a picture. studio@craftscompanion.co.uk. We'd love to see what you're up to. Lena's saying how gorgeous these are, the alphabet and the numbers. Anne in Connecticut said, I love things like this are cut from pattern paper. I don't know why I never think to do that. This is great for using up pattern papers that you might have in your stash. Tammy loves them as well. And Lena saying, I enjoy watching these shows. Very entertaining. The sample cards are gorgeous. Irene saying, I didn't need the alphabet set, but it was so cute, I had to order it. It has fallen into her basket and she has checked out. Treat yourself. It's Sunday. If you're going to treat yourself any day of the week, surely it's going to be a Sunday. I treat myself every day of the week. Yeah, why not? Why not?
Why not?
The Centura card blanks and envelopes, really busy on those along the bottom of your screen there. £25, $35. Remember, over half the stock of those has gone, and we're not going to be restocking them this side of Christmas. That was what Sarah said in the Cartload show on Thursday. So if you do want them, it'll be your last chance to grab those.
Yeah, and absolutely do, especially if you got the nativity earlier. Okay, we're going to do the stamping of the butterflies now. Now, what's really great about these stamp sets is you are getting 3 different designs, and that's a great way that we can actually stamp just using different designs on each one. So you just pop that over your, well, you don't actually have to do that at all because it doesn't matter. You can see through your stamping platform to where you're going to stamp onto it. And I just want to make this quite girly, sort of quite soft. So I'm just bringing in my pigment ink pads and I'm using the fuchsia. And we're just going to stamp directly onto here. And I don't want you to be frightened of using a patterned cardstock with your ink pads because it just gives a really unique feel to it. You're just going to, you can see exactly where the butterfly is, and you're just going to push down, and that's going to give you your stamp. I mean, look how fabulous that looks. It's just amazing. And then if I just bring in another one, we can just stamp all of these, and it doesn't take no time at all. So get all your pretty colours out, stamp whatever you want to stamp out. Everything is going to look just so beautiful on these stamps.
Which ink pad was it you were using for these?
So I'm using the the pigment fuchsia.
Oh, so you could heat emboss these if you wanted to.
Oh yes. Should we do it, Joe?
Oh yes,
Should we
please.
Do it?
You know how much I love a bit of heat embossing.
Yeah, I do know. I know. So let's.
I just think what's better than a butterfly, Debbie? A shiny butterfly.
Shiny butterfly. Yes. Let's do. Oh, we've got all sticky stuff going on here. So let me just turn that round. Pop these on here. Let's pop a little bit of clear embossing. That's awesome. A couple done there.
Loads of you chatting away. So Mary in Tennessee says, watching Crafters TV every day is a real treat. How awesome is that? Yeah. Second Chance Sunday. What would you normally be doing on a Sunday? I'd normally be, if I wasn't at work, Debbie, I'd be full of roast potatoes about now.
Oh, me, absolutely me. I'm just craving a roast dinner. I can't actually wait to have a roast dinner. It's just amazing.
Delicious.
Yeah, absolutely. I love roast potatoes. Love roast potatoes. And Yorkshire pudding. What's your favourite meat, Joe?
Well, there's a question. I do like a bit of beef, I must say. And I am partial to a chicken from time to time as well.
Yeah, I actually like any meat. I say that. I'm not really a turkey girl.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm not really a turkey girl. And even at Christmas, it's not my choice. I don't normally go for turkey.
What's on your Christmas table then, if it's not turkey?
Beef, pork, ham. We have loads of choices. Yeah, but I would say that beef is my absolute favourite. I love steak, beef, red meat. Yeah.
One year, I might have told you this before, I'm not sure at home. One year we did goose. I did a goose for Christmas. I think it was my second time cooking Christmas meal for everyone, and I ordered the goose I ordered it in pounds, I'd thought, but actually it turns out I'd ordered it in kilos. So then it was the year there was a lot of flooding as well, Debbie. I don't know if you remember, about sort of 7 years back, there was loads of floods everywhere. And my mum went to try and pick up this goose from this butcher's that she couldn't find. Anyway, she picked it up and she was like, Joe, I don't know what you're going to do. It's like absolutely massive. So I ended up cutting with 6 of us for dinner. It wouldn't go in the oven. It was just too big. It just wouldn't go in. So I cut the legs off to get it in, roasted the legs separately. But I don't know if you've ever cooked a goose, Debbie.
I've never cooked it.
Well,
I've never eaten a goose.
You literally get pints and pints of fat off of it. So much so that you get this big goose that it goes to almost nothing. I kid you not, there was not enough meat on it to feed 6 people. It was an absolute disaster. So it turns out people that have goose for their Christmas meal also will have something else, like some beef or some pork, because there just isn't enough of it. Never again. So my advice to you, don't cook a goose at Christmas. It is a nightmare. And also, if you do order your meat, order it in the right denomination, is what I would say. Wow, I never knew that. That's an eye-opener. Is it nice? Is goose nice? It's delicious. It's a bit like duck. It's got a bit of a sort of a gamey flavour to it.
See, I don't like duck.
Yeah.
So I probably wouldn't like goose.
But it is so fatty.
Yes, and in fact, I don't like goose fat potatoes.
Do you not?
No, I much prefer just normal roast potatoes.
Yeah. One of the things, people have mastered things during lockdown, Debbie. Some people have learnt a language, a new craft, lots of different things. I mastered roast potatoes in lockdown. That was the only thing that I can say I've really nailed during lockdown was the roast potato. Yeah.
Well, I'm pretty good at roast potatoes, but I have to say, I have an active fryer, so it probably just does all the work for you. It's not really what I do.
Yorkshire puddings. My Yorkshire puddings still need work, Debbie.
I can show you how to do
have you got a good Yorkshire pudding technique? Okay.
Yeah, absolutely. You use the same amount for everything.
Eggs, flour, milk.
And half milk and water.
Half milk, half water. Okay.
Yeah.
And then do you let it rest in the fridge or do you use it straight away?
No. You never use it straight away. I'd make it the night before. Yeah, and you also need to have a really, really hot pan. So when they go in, they start to cook.
And do you use a muffin tin or do you use a Yorkshire pudding tin?
Oh, you can use either, but a muffin tin's great because you get bigger Yorkshire puddings.
Awesome.
And they would just be like a huge roast.
Skyscraper. So the thing is, right, the other thing that gets me, I'm sorry, if you're watching in the US, you're probably thinking, what are they on about with this very specific meal they're talking about? The problem is, right, single oven, Debbie.
Yeah.
How do you time it? Do you rest the meat and then do the Yorkshires, or would you do the Yorkshires ahead of time and then put them back in to warm up at the end?
Okay, so this may be a little controversy.
Oh, okay.
But I would cook my meat the day before.
What? The day before?
I have cold meat with my roast.
Do you?
Yeah, I don't ever heat my meat up. No.
So you like your meat cold?
I like my meat cold and roasting up. Don't know why, it just works, Joe.
Well.
So, no, I don't do my, And I would also make my cauliflower chip because that.
Yeah.
Cauliflower cheese now. Oh, that's so amazing. So I would cook that first as well and then just heat that up in the microwave so you're saving more time.
Yeah, well, if you guys in the US do make it over here to the UK, you need to make sure you go out for a traditional roast dinner on a Sunday. Or sometimes we have these things in the UK called a carvery, which are just the best, where you queue up with a plate and you just load up as much as you want. Oh my word, they are absolutely delicious. Loads of people talking about Yolanda says, all this talk about food is making me hungry. Trisha says, never ate a goose or a duck. Oh, I like both. Sarah Brown says, okay, I need something to eat now. I am hungry. And Mary says, right, every time Joe talks about food, I am salivating. It's Sunday. The calories don't count on a Sunday. And we also decide they don't count from after September, Debbie, because they're Christmas calories now.
Are we allowed to say that, are we? They just don't count.
Don't count now. No, not between now and December. Because it's September. We're in the last quarter of the year. So
I like that.
That looks absolutely gorgeous, Debbie. Really lovely. I love the colourway. I love that little bit of craft peeking through as well.
Just very simple, really understated, but gorgeous for a baby card.
Now remember what you're getting included in here. You are getting all of the uppercase letters. You're going to get all of the lowercase letters. You're getting the numbers that you need. And then you're also getting those 2 stamp sets as well. Now the stamp sets are awesome because these allow you to complete those projects. So you've got both the floral one with the harlequins and the tiles. You've also got the sort of, what is that? Like a honeycomb, isn't it? And that stripe there. And then the butterflies that are in there, they are what are going to stamp out for you onto the alphabets themselves. As I said, you are going to get the large one. You're also you're going to get the lower, and you're also going to get the numbers in there as well. £111 or $140. You can use your Club Inspired discount, of course, as you can with everything here at Crafters TV. You will all get free postage and packaging and free shipping and handling on this as well. It is very, very busy. Lots more of you going for this since we started the show. Now, I want to remind you or show you some of the Totally Tiffany items that are on the show. Now, what we've got are the 12 by 12s for you. Now, these are awesome. You get 5 of these included. Now, I'm not sure if it's easy for you to see, but they're tabbed. Let me see if you can see that. Can you see here along the top? They've got all the tabs on there. So you can put stickers on here and you can organise them. So you can put them into the 12 by 12 boxes. You can put them into the 12 by 12 paper handlers that Totally Tiffany brings us. The other 12 by 12 storage boxes that she has, they go into all of them. So you've got all of them there, $5.49. I've just got different kinds of 12 by 12 papers in these ones. $5.49 or $6.99. Is that right, producer Laura? They are limited stock already. So if you want them, you'll need to be quick for them. We've also got the stamp pockets as well. And I've just got a couple of them here, but it gives you an idea of what you're going to use them for. You can use them for stamps. I mean, you don't need to just use them for stamps, to be honest. Again, they're tabs, so you can organise them. But these could be for embellishments. They could be for little toppers that have come out of your paper collections. They could be for your gems, your gems on a roll. There's loads of things you're going to be able to store in here. These all go into the Karen Buddy bag as well. So you can use them on their own, just keep them in like a file, or you can pop them in the Karen Buddy bag as well if you own that one. £2.69 or $3.86 if you want to go for that one. Right, I need to give you an update on Character Over the Edge. 60% of the Character Over the Edge box has gone. In fact, almost 70% now of the stock of this has gone. If it's in your basket, well, we're not far off that situation whereby we'll have more of you trying to get it than we'll have stock available. It is a big stock, but it is very, very busy right now on our website. $24.99, whether you are shopping in pounds or you're shopping in dollars. If you want it, do make sure you grab it. It is very, very busy. Remember, in there as well, you're getting metal dies, card blanks, envelopes, acrylic stamps, coloured cards, printed papers, ribbons, and those gorgeous self-adhesive dewdrops as well. It's all in there for you, which is absolutely awesome. Now we're going to move on to the interchangeable Christmas creator cards. Now these are such fantastic value for money because if you want to go for them individually, absolutely you can. Now they're $24.99 individually. Let's just think about that, right? A normal creator card that we would bring to you would be one of this size, $19.99 comfortably, and it would normally be a gorgeous die like we've got here, and it would have one sentiment in the middle of it. So really these are awesome value because you've got 3 creator card dies within each one, which is awesome because you've got that interchangeable sentiment element. The other thing I love about it as well is that no matter how closely you look where the element, the sentiment, joins the rest of the card, you cannot see. A lot of interchangeable dies have little tabs on there, or they just don't look quite right. These look as though that sentiment was intended to be in that die collection. So this one here is your Christmas tree. I'm pretty sure that this is usually one of the most popular ones of the 4. In here you're going to get Merry Christmas, Season's Greetings, and also Happy Holidays in there as well. So that's one there. This one is also gorgeous. Now this is your star, and this is going to give you Star of Wonder, Joy to the World, and Peace on Earth as well. We've got in here this one, which is your Snowflake. You've got Let It Snow, Believe in the Magic, and Winter Wishes. And then finally, you've got this one here. Now, this is that gorgeous holly. This one works really well as a stencil to spritz through or ink through or paste through. You've got Deck the Halls, 'Tis the Season, and Jolly Holly Days as well. If you bought them all individually, you'd be looking at £99.96 or £131.96. Today, $79.97 or $105.57, which is awesome to get what are in effect 12 different creator card dies, which is lovely. Debbie, I tell you what I think these are great for is, it's nice to give cards that are themed, isn't it, without them being matching, because you don't want to give someone the same card as you gave your mate Beryl and Margaret, and you don't want to say, oh, I got the same card from X, how disappointing. But when people know that that's your card but it's different, I think that goes from being a bit sort of naff to being actually quite classy.
Yeah, I totally agree. That's exactly what it is when you're doing card making and when you're sending and receiving a card. What I love about these is these are very clever but not confusing, and that is there's a massive difference between having something clever and something that can be a bit mind-boggling and you get it and you're not sure what you do. These are so easy. So this one die here that we can see, which says Happy Holidays, you could also do that Christmas tree but with Season's Greetings in it. You can also cut that tree but have Merry Christmas in it. Now that's one die, so 3 different designs, one die. If we go for this one here, which is the star, you've got the Joy to the World, or you've got Oh, that's a different one. Don't want that one, do we? Let it snow. And then you've got Peace on Earth. I haven't got the other ones to these, but you do get 3 dies in each set. And then the circle ones, you've got Deck the Halls, 'Tis the Season. And then we go into the Star one, and then you've got the Believe in the Magic, and then you've got Winter Wishes. So this is what I love about them, and I'm going to show you straight away how easy they are to use, because I think they will, if you haven't seen them, they will blow your mind. Because when I first see them, I was like, how does that work, that you can have an interchangeable die when it cuts out? How do they get those different notches on them? Well, it's very simple. When you know, of course, that's how you do it, but the technology that goes into it is amazing. Now, I am using these Centura Pearl card blanks because they really are exceptional quality. So I'm just going to open it up. We're going to lay, so I'm just going to decide how I want it. I think we're going to have a tent fold, so I'm going to do it with my top on there, and then we're going to pop our die into place. So this die will cut out the shape each time. So what I'm going to show you is just cutting this die out. So let me find my tape. We're going to cut this, but if you wanted a sentiment in the middle, you can pop that one in, and that will not cut out this line that you see. It will only cut out the actual Joy to the World, which means it keeps it in the card, and it means it's interchangeable. So the same shape die can go inside, but this time we can put the Star of Wonder in, and that will cut it out. So do you see?
What would happen, Debbie, if you did it without the sentiment in there at all?
So that's what I'm going to do, Joe, to show you. Yep, that's exactly what I'm going to do. So I want to just, in fact, we need to just bring in our bigger plates. And we'll show you exactly how we do that. I'm just going to put another little bit of tape so it doesn't slip. So just tape that on and run that through.
Very busy for those card blanks. I think it's definitely going to be your last chance to get hold of those. 120 elements, 60 cards, 60 envelopes in there. Details along the bottom of your screen. Some of you multi-ordering on those. Really lovely to get Centura Pearl envelopes. I can't say I've ever seen those before, Debbie.
I've not seen them like this, not a pack like these. And actually they're really good value for those, because you are getting the envelopes. And when we send something, it's nice to have a matching envelope. So I'm going to take all these bits off, and then we're going to just pop them to the side and take off our die. So just taking off our low tack tape. Now I'm just going to release this off. Now look how beautiful and how amazing this card cuts. I mean, let's take a moment to see how gorgeous these are. So you can see all that detail has been cut in, Joe, but we haven't got a sentiment cut out in the middle. So if I was to cut then the same again, so what I am going to do is just clear my die.
That craft kit, Debbie, that we've been speaking about, I'll just grab it again for you. It is heading towards limited stock. The next update you get on that will be me telling you that it's sold out. So if it is in your basket, you need to check it out. We're in a position now where there's more of you trying to order this, and we actually have stock available. So if you've got it in your basket and you would like it, then please do check it out. It will be the first thing that sells out in this show.
So what I've done, I've already cut this piece out, but I've got a piece of mirror card. If I place this on the mirror card and place my piece on Earth in the center, when I release them, the actual die then has cut out in the center of that and left all this in place. If I'd used a different sentiment, it would have done exactly the same, but we'd have a different sentiment. So a really great way to do it. Now what I'm going to do, the reason I didn't want to cut one here, I could have done, because it would have matted and layered over it perfectly well. Just going to get rid of a couple of those little bits in there. And then what we're going to do is, just for a contrast, we're going to take the backing off here. Just rolling this back. I always do it taking the backing off from the back, because it just allows for more, it doesn't allow for any ripping of the card that you've got there when you put it through your Xyron. And then we know that this is going to fit perfect over the top. But what it is going to do is leave, oh, not got that bit, there we go, that one and that one, there we go. And I'm just going to turn that over and rub that down to make sure that's all stuck. Got a little bit bobble bit there. And look how beautiful that now looks. Taking all these bits out, just taking away a little bit of the sticky. And all I'm going to do to finish this off, Joe, because it is a really quick and simple card, we are just going to pop a bow in place. So I think we'll have it, shall we put it at the top, under? I think we'll have it here.
Is that 3D glue gel you've got there, Debbie?
It is, yes. But look how beautiful that card is and how quick it was to make. I mean, no time at all to do that. And the colours are just gorgeous. This gold Centura, if you're going for the card blanks, is just, you're going to use it for so many different things.
Absolutely. Very busy on these already. A lot of you seen the value in them because you are, in essence, getting 12 different creator card dies for that incredible price that you can see right there. I'll quickly remind you what's in them. You've got the tree, and the tree is going to give you Merry Christmas, Season's Greetings and Happy Holidays. You've got the star, which has got Star of Wonder, Peace on Earth and Joy to the World. This one here is your Snowflake, Winter Wishes, Believe in the Magic and Let It Snow. And then finally you've got the holly, which is Jolly Holidays, 'Tis the Season, and also Deck the Halls. You can get them individually if you want to. They're $24.99 in the UK, or they are available also individually in the US. The best way to get the best value, however, is to go for them all together in that configuration, as you can see just there. Lots of you sending in photos already, which we absolutely love here at Grafters TV. Adele has sent this one in, which is using those gorgeous interchangeables there. We've then had another one from Adele, which is that blue and white. I love this colour combo, Debbie.
Isn't it gorgeous? Yeah, that looks beautiful. In fact, I've got a feeling that silver glitter card on the top. Yeah, it looks so stunning, and it's almost got like that lilac-y sort of purple blue underneath. Yeah, that's gorgeous, Adele.
Really awesome. Leslie has been sending these in to us, which is wonderful. Beautiful colour combo there with the alphabets.
And I love how she's just popped that going down the card and staggered it. It just looks fab, doesn't it? And when you do it like that, Joe, it means that you can fit more on your card front. So whatever card size you're doing, overlap them, squeeze them in a bit more, because whatever configuration you put these dies in, they're going to look fab on the card. That's great, Leslie.
She also created this one here, Tyndalls and Turtles. I'm guessing this is, I don't know, is that two family names, do you think?
Tyndalls, Turtles.
Tyndalls. I know Tyndall. I've got a friend whose surname is Tyndall, which made me think it was maybe two family names, but maybe they're sports teams. Who knows? Let us know, Leslie. She sent this one in as well, which says, Mum.
Oh, look at that. So I love the fact that you've used pattern papers for those. It looks amazing. Yeah, I love that.
And Adele's been treating herself. Check out this haul from Adele. I love it.
Anyone would love to get that stash, wouldn't they?
Absolutely.
And I still, even to this day, Joe, when a parcel comes through the post, I still get overexcited that it's all there. And she's gone for that beautiful Enchanted Forest cardstock, the glitter cardstock and mirror. That is a fabulous colour range.
It's really awesome. Loads of love for pretty much everything over on social media. Barbara saying, you both are amazing. We'll take that, won't we, Debbie?
We certainly will take that. Yes, we're just here to please you all. We just love just being here and being crafty and chatting away. It's just a nice Sunday afternoon.
Having a little bit of a gossip on a Sunday. It doesn't get any better. Diane says, I love the Christmas tree. Monica says she loves the interchangeable set. She's been making die cuts, trying to get a bunch ready. So easy. Colours are the main decision, she says. Cheryl's gone for the butterfly alphabet, which is awesome. I know you're going to love them, Cheryl. Tammy says, every time I hear Joe say Jolly Holiday, I start thinking of the song from the original Mary Poppins. It's a jolly holiday with Mary. It's a jolly holiday with Joseph as well. Beatrice says, love how these dies are all interchangeables. A lot of love for those interchangeables. Very busy on those. I want to move on to something that are very, very new. And I know that Debbie is really excited about demonstrating these for you. Now, our Tri-Blend pens, so incredibly popular whenever we launch them, because they still are. They give you a seamless blend in the lightest, the mid and the darkest tone. They were so popular with the bullet nib that we decided to bring them out with the brush nib. Now, Debbie will take you through all of the different ways in which you're going to use these, but I want to share with you a few of the colours that you've got in here. So this one here is your natural tones. You've got your fair skin, you've also got your pale pink and your tan blend. This one is your woodland walk. and that's got in there the citrus green, the alpine green, and the earth brown. This one is your winter holiday, and in there you're going to get the green turquoise, the blue turquoise, and the pink violet. You've then got the autumn hues, and that one has got the burnt orange, the dull green, and the gold brown. This one is your spring blooms. This has got hydrangea blend, your jade green, and your magenta. This one is the cottage garden, which is bright pink, light green, and purple blend. The classic chic, dark red, brown grey, and ice grey. And then finally, the summer sun, which we're going to be getting a bit of last minute summer sun, you know, over the next few days, Debbie. We've got the coral, the true blue, and the gold yellow in there. Now you can get them individually if you want to. They're $9.99 or $14.95. You can get any three for £26 or $40. So it's completely up to you how you want to get hold of them. They've been exceptionally busy since we launched these just a few short weeks ago. There are some stamps that are also available that come with these as well. Now these stamps were designed to work with the Tri-Blend brush pen. So these are your stamp sets. You've got Hello Lovely, which is this one just here. You've then got this one, which is your Bloom with Happiness, with the lovely floral elements in there. You've then got Brighten My Day, that beautiful big butterfly in the Dreams Take Flight. You've got the little doggy there in the Forever Friends. And finally, A Perfect Day. $24.95 or $34.95 if you want to get your hands on those. You've got 15% off of those. Now, Debbie, Tri-Blend markers were literally revolutionary when we launched them. But these have been so well received.
Do you know what, Joe? I only got to play with them a few days ago because we were doing the show with them, and I was outstandingly surprised at the quality of the brushes and how easy they were. And the first thing I did was want to see how you can do those strokes with the brush nib, because that's what, as a colorist, you want to be able to lay down that color, build up that color, and get a really beautiful lay down. I thought the Tri-Blend markers were incredible. I now think the Tri-Blend brush nibs are outstanding. They're very juicy. You've got in 3 colors in one pen. I mean, if we just look at a few samples before we get stuck in, I think I'm going to stamp one of these doggies out, and we're going to have a little bit of a color and see just how good those brush markers are. But look at the vibrancy in these colors, the amount of color in there to be able to color them in, maybe color onto a different type of cardstock. This is a craft card, and they work so beautifully well. The flowers, there's so much depth in them, the colors. I mean, look at this deer here. I just love that. So just a really beautiful design, and just a couple more. I mean, the hummingbird, lovely. I mean, look at the color tones in there and how they blend effortlessly into one. And then just one more with the flowers. That one makes it look like a bit like in fact, it does look like a poppy. It must be a poppy, I'm assuming. So which I always love. So yeah, so really lovely. So a few samples there. What's really great about them is you can, are we doing this as a complete set with the 3s, or you buy any?
It's up to you. You just buy the ones you want, and they're not really in colour families, Debbie. They're kind of in projects more than anything.
Yes.
So do go
Even
across to the
better.
website if you want to have a closer look at all of the individual colours that are in there. But you could go for all of them. If you went for all of them, you would get 24 markers, which would be the whole collection. So if you did buy them all, you could have the whole collection.
Yeah, absolutely. So I put them on my mat here, so we should be able to see all of them. They look incredible. I mean, I just want to stroke them. They are so lovely. So what I would say is choose the ones that you do the most colouring with. If you go for your nature tones, your sea tones, all those landscape tones, then my recommendation would then be these ones here. So you just choose those, and then choose something else that you feel like you've got, and even all the greens. So these ones here would be the ones that you would sort of go for all those. So you've got the woodland walk, you've got the autumn hues and the summer sun. So if you're really keen on doing those sort of colours, that would be amazing. If you want a contemporary Christmas theme, the winter holidays would be amazing. But for my choice, I think I'd have to go for these three, which are your natural tones, your cottage garden and your spring blooms, because you're going to be able to do all your skin tones with this colour. You're going to be able to do all of your greenery and your florals and your butterflies with these colours. So choose what's good for you to go with. Now I'm going to use, let's go for the autumn tones. Now the reason I want to go for the, do I want autumn tones? I'm thinking browns. So we've got some browns in here, but then I'm thinking there's some browns in this one. I think let's blend two of them. So let's have these two here, which is the autumn hues and the natural tones. So I'm going to bring in the doggy. Now normally we always go for sort of a butterfly or a flower, which is what my plan was, just to have a bit of a colour and a bit of play for you. But I'm actually going to go for the dog because I really want to see how I can get those brush strokes and have the fur look like fur. So if you did want to get into some alcohol colouring and you wanted to find the easiest way to lay down that colour, these are definitely the pens for you, because not only are they amazing in their colour family, they're actually amazing in the fact that they give you, oh, can't get it out the pack. They give you 3 pens in one. So if we look here, if I turn it round here, we've got the light, the mid and the dark, which means we've got the lightest colour, then we've got a mid section for your medium colour, and then we've got the end one, which is your darkest colour, which means all those 3 are going to blend beautifully together. And actually I'm thinking just this one pen is going to colour my dog. So let's stamp our dog and just use a 1 pen blend, because this is what I'm saying about something being easy for you to do. So,
and natural tones is your favourite individually. I just need to let you know, Debbie, as well, the craft kit, congratulations if you managed to get it. The Over the Edge has sold out and gone. It was in your basket. You wanted to remove it from your basket in order to check out. That was our first sellout of this show, not the last, I think, as well. A lot of love for all of these tri-blends already. Beatrice says, no, sorry, it was Kay who says, I'm in love with the new tri-blend markers. Got them Friday, I've coloured everything. They are awesome, all in capitals. Joan is asking how these markers should be stored, Debbie.
So as with any of what we say are alcohol markers, you want to store horizontal, because you need the ink to equalise through the pen, which is really important when you've got 3 pens in one as well. If you leave it like this pen here, all the ink's going to sink to the bottom, and not straight away. When you first get them, this is packed full with ink, but when you start using them more, the more the ink goes down. This one here, it's going to go down. This one here, it's going to go a bit more down. This one is going to be all in the nib, so only 1 pen is going to work efficiently. So always store your pens horizontal, and make sure that you don't store them near any heat source, so not over a radiator on a shelf or anything like that, or in your airing cupboard. Just leave them probably just in your craft drawer, on the shelf, out of direct sunlight, and that's how you would do them. So yeah, just so what I'm doing is just doing some light taps, pushing down into all those crevices of our stamp. These are photo polymer stamps. It means they're exceptional quality. They will give you a most amazing stamp. I mean, obviously this helps if you're going for the stamping platform, because this is just a really great way of laying it down. Look how cute that dog is. I mean, who wouldn't want to own that dog?
He's got very chunky legs, not that dissimilar. Mine and his knees are very similar, is all I'll say, Debbie.
I love that.
And that roll at the top of his leg, I've got one very similar to that somewhere, let me assure you.
So I'm just going to quickly recap. I did point it out, but just in case you missed it, I'm using the Flagstone, but I'm using our alcohol proof dye. Now the reason I'm using this, it is what it says on the tin. It gives you our alcohol marker on the front. It means this can be used with our alcohol pens. You do not want to be using one of the others that will only work with an alcohol, with watercolour. So all I'm going to do to start with, let's start with under his neck. So I'm just going to lay down some colour on here. So we're just going to sort of do midway just to lay this
You
down.
know that is it going to be a he or a she, are we thinking?
I think a he. I want to colour a he.
You just know he's going to be so soft and fluffy, don't you?
Oh, so
And
much
so chunky. He's going to have
So
loads of
much so.
fabulous back rolls that you're going to be able to give loads of smush into. I don't know, what's his name? What should his name be in the comments? Let me know over on Facebook or on YouTube. Do we think he's a Labrador or a Retriever?
A retriever.
You think he's a Retriever?
Yeah, definitely a retriever. So Joe, all I'm doing is tickling the surface of the card, and I'm just doing, look how amazing these brush strokes are. And I'm not doing anything other than coming in. I'm going to turn, in fact, I'm doing a really bad thing, and I'm sure our crafters out there are telling me. I'm going to take it off of here because you should always colour onto another piece of card. Now, the reason being, because they're alcohol.
You'll end up in the law court of Leanne with that
I
sort
will
of behaviour.
absolutely. I hope Leanne's not watching because she'll be wagging her finger at me.
She's on vacation, you're right.
She's on vacation. So, yeah, always colour onto something, and all it does is stop, because it comes out the other side. Here you can see the nature of the game, it bleeds through. If I didn't have card to put down, it would bleed back in and it would just ruin my design. So I'm just going to turn this round and we're going to do under his neck. Oh, I like that one. We've just
Henry,
had some
Ralph, some
in.
suggestions.
I love Ralph.
My dad used to have a dog called Dog. How unimaginative is that?
I used to have a fish called Fish.
Did you? Well, there you go. Yeah, my dad, like, when he was a kid, they had a dog just called Dog. That's what it's called. We've had a Bonzo and a Mozzie have been our previous dogs' names. A Missy. Well, Laura had a Missy. Did you have dogs when you were growing up, Debbie?
Oh, I've still got them now. I've always had a pet.
Oh, what are your
We've
dogs'
had
names?
loads of pets. So we've only got our little Tia left at the moment. We've got a little Shih Tzu called Tia, but we did have 2 German Shepherds called Kelsey and Mason. And
Awesome.
I had a cat once called Sweep, Norman and Lucy.
They were 3 different cats. That wasn't his name.
No.
Right, okay, just checking. Okay, Sweet Norman Lucy is quite a name. Was it
Yeah.
triple-barreled?
And then I have, well, actually, he's just recently passed away, but I did have a pet bearded dragon called Marley.
A bearded dragon called Marley?
Yeah, because I got him at Christmas, so I named him Marley from Scrooge.
Oh.
So, and what else have we? Oh, we had little rabbits, and they were called, one was called Buddy from a program called Cake Buddy, which is in the US actually. They probably know
Cake Boss.
Cake Boss, that's it, not Cake, and his name was Buddy.
It was. I've been to the Cake Boss Cafe in Times Square. It was delicious.
Oh, I didn't
I had
even
a
know.
lovely
Wow.
baked New York cheesecake. Oh, it was scrummy.
Wow. Yeah, so we called him Buddy from there, and then the other one was called Bella from the film Twilight.
Ah, you
Yeah.
do like a scary vampire film, don't you?
Yeah, but that's not scary. Twilight's like a love story.
Oh, is it a love story?
Yeah, it's a
the
love
one with
it's-
Robert Pattinson
Yes,
in
have
it.
you never watched it?
I've never
Joe?
seen it, no.
I literally just watch it. I watch it all the time. Every so often, I just have to have my Twilight fix, so I just put Twilight on.
Wasn't a Twilight also a chocolate bar in the UK? Or am I making that up?
Twilight?
Oh, was it a twirl?
twirl.
Oh,
It's
twirl and a
twirl,
Twilight.
So, look-
Look, Laurie's asking, can you use the quick dry ink pads with the tri-blend pens?
The quick drying ink pads with the tri-blend. I think you can. I would recommend the pigment ones more. You can definitely use the pigment ones.
Right.
I've never tried the quick drying with them, so I'd give it a go. I'll try it and find out. And then next time I'm on, ask me again and I will let you know.
Awesome. Melissa, her dog was called Paddy, who's no longer with us. He's a Labrador. She says she misses him. Pamela also had a Shih Tzu pug called Killy. Now, there is a specific name for a cross between a Shih Tzu and a pug. But last time I said it, I got it wrong and it sounded really rude, so I'm not going to attempt it again.
It's weird. There's so many now that dogs get crossed with, isn't there?
There's some really funny names out there, isn't there, for the crossbreeds, if you will. I saw one the other day. It was a cross between a Labrador and a yellow are they called yellow labs or white labs?
White lab.
Yellow Labradors.
Oh, it is yellow.
Yellow Labradors and a Golden Retriever cross. Oh, so cute.
Aww.
Have you seen a Pomsky? Is the cutest one, which is a cross between a Pomeranian and a Husky. I'm not sure how it all goes together, but yeah, a Pomeranian Husky. So like a little tiny Husky, Debbie.
Oh,
like a little
that's
miniature
amazing.
Husky.
Aww.
So cute.
I just love animals, love dogs.
We always had Rhodesian Ridgebacks when I was a kid growing up.
Oh.
Really big dogs. They were
We had an
gorgeous.
English bulldog.
An English Bulldog? I like her. Is an English, no, there's a difference between an English Bulldog and a British Bulldog, isn't there?
Yes.
So, yeah, I do love a British Bulldog.
Oh, they're
just
so amazing,
So
aren't
super
they?
cute, aren't they? They're all so cute, really. Melissa says there was chocolate mints called Twilight. You were right. They were delicious. There you go.
Well, I never knew that, Joe. Well, you do love your chocolate, Joe.
Do I ever? Oh, do you know I never used to like chocolate?
Didn't you?
Nope, honestly.
How can people like
no,
not
until
like
I was about 16, I didn't eat chocolate at all, really. At Easter, occasionally a little bit, but yeah, I'd never stop and buy a chocolate bar. Oh, now you can't stop me.
Right, so I've just finished this last little bit off, Joe, because I think you've seen how beautiful he's starting to come together. And the more you just work these brush nibs over the top, the more he just looks very fluffy and his fur will all then come together. Just beautiful.
It's looking wonderful. You get so much depth as well with these. Now, I know you're doing it sort of adding texture with these. Could we, if we wanted to, sort of blend from one colour into another, like we do with the regular Tri-Blend pens?
Oh, totally.
Yeah?
Yes, yeah, absolutely. I mean, that's pretty much what we are doing here, but we're just doing it in a different way. We're doing it by using the brush strokes. So we can sort of, if I just do a little bit extra on here and then go straight in with my next colour, it starts to then blend together. So I'm getting more of a colouring. Can you see how this bit now is starting to blend in? And then I can go in with my lightest colour to blend that. So if you just want to do your regular colouring and blend that all in, you can do that as well.
Absolutely, you can. Right, I just want to remind you of your colour options, if I may. So we'll just go back through them for you. So this one here, this one is your spring blooms that you've got there. You've also got summer sun. Then you've got autumn hues, winter holiday, cottage garden, woodland walk. There's the natural tones, and then, what you are, Debbie, classic chic. Any three of them, so $9.99 or $14.95 individually. Any three of them, £26 or $40 if you want to get them in their freeze. Absolutely, you can do that. Now, loads of you chatting away. Very, very busy on the website at the moment as well. Now, remember, if you want to watch and shop at the same time with us here at Crafters TV, it's really easy and straightforward to do. So here, in fact, is all the details. Hi, I'm Joe from Crafters TV, and I'm here to show you how you can grab the best deals and shop whilst you watch during our shows. So the best way to watch us is always on Crafters TV. Head on over to our homepage and go to Crafters TV. You can see all of our shows, offers, and even shop while you watch. Now if you want to get involved and comment along, head over to our Facebook page. Come say hello, ask us some questions, and lol with us. Or you can watch us on YouTube. Simply head to our Crafters Companion YouTube channel. Got a smart TV? You can even AirPlay directly onto your big screen. We're constantly adding new and exciting shows to our schedule, so don't forget to check in. It's never been easier to have us in your living room. It's always fun here at Crafters TV, so come join us as we create every day. All the details there of how you can shop and watch and shop. Doesn't matter, does it? Whatever you want to do. Watch and shop, shop and watch. You do you, hun, as I say. Yeah, you can do it all at the same time, though, which is absolutely awesome. I want to take a moment to recap some of the stuff that's been very busy. Starting off with the star of the show, in fact. You guys are loving the alphabet. I don't think that's all to scale, that picture. You're going to get the uppercase, you're going to get the lowercase, you're also going to get the numbers, and you're then going to get the stamps as well. And we're going to throw in that mint green card. So it's an A4 size, £111, $140. You can use your Club Inspired discount, and you'll all get free postage and packaging and free shipping and handling there as well, which is awesome. We've got some stamp sets available for you on the show. These are designed to work perfectly with your Tri-Blend brush pens. You've just seen them, $24.95 or $34.95 if you want to get your hands on those ones. We've got the Christmas interchangeables for you. These are awesome, 4 creator card dies, which in essence really create 12 different cards for you because of that interchangeable sentiment within there. $79.97, $105.57 if you want to get your hands on those. You'll be seeing these a little later in the show. This is our Gemini Decorative Outline Topper Die 6-piece collection. They are available in 2 3-piece collections, but the saving is best when you get them all together, which is absolutely awesome. Now, talking of awesome deals, we're going to move on to the Gemini Layerable Sentiments Christmas Collection. There's 70 elements in here. You're going to get everything I'm showing you in die form. You're also going to get a tape pen as well included within here too. If you want to get them individually, you can. They range between $7.99 to $12.99 in the UK, between $9.95 and $14.95 in the US, but you've got the best saving when you get them all together. Again, they're a good size, these. You've got included in this collection, you've got that one there, which is the Start of Wonder. You've got this one, which is the 'Tis the Season. You've then got the Joy to the World in here. I really love that. I think it's super playful. You can really play around with the colour combinations here with this one. Santa Claus is Coming to Town. We've then got Ho Ho Ho. Winter Wishes. That one's very classy, isn't it? The next one is this one here, which is your Merry Christmas. You've then got Let It Snow as well, which is your final one. Like a little hug there, that one, which is gorgeous. You can get all of them. There's 8 different collections there for you. £72, $86. You're gonna get that tape pen included in there as well, which is awesome. Saving you $18.91 or $26.95 when you go for them all together, which is of course the best way to get the best value. Loads of you chatting away in the comments. Karen was asking, it's a glue question which I'll get Debbie to answer as we go through the show. Hoover would be a good name for a dog. They're always sniffing the floor looking for something to eat, a bit like me, Paula. Sarah says, I'm really enjoying the show. Thanks, Debbie, for sharing your ideas and tricks. Now these are beautiful, Debbie. I love what the design team have done with these.
Are they just not the most incredible dies? Dies that layer up, dies that you can pick your own colours to what you can layer them up with and how they look. You can make every single card look different but use exactly the same dies. These are really clever dies, really well designed, really well thought out of. This has been proven to be one of our most popular ones. I think Ho 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 is just a great word for Christmas, and as you can see, it creates the whole topper on this beautiful card that we've got here. Just doing a completely different design. The fact that we've got the Santa's outfit in there, we've got the reindeer, we've got the snowman's belly, they're all relating to Christmas, so a really gorgeous design. Then here, this is my favorite. I love this one. I think it's really good for men's cards, but you could make it look really girly with different colors. It's a really great one to use, and you can see the stag fits in there, all this swirly designs around the edges fits in there. They're all just designed gorgeously. So this one here, Santa Claus is Coming to Town. You're getting all these big dies to do the matte and layering, to do the hat, to do the bauble. Everything on there is being made really simple for you. And even just a little cute topper card, Star of Wonder, you're going to be able to get in there. This is another great one. I just adore this one. It's Joy to the World, and it is really joyful, isn't it?
Isn't there a song that this is?
Joy to the World. world. You didn't really want to hear me
Just the
sing
chorus.
that, did
I don't
you,
know
at
the
all?
verses. I don't know the verses.
But yeah, really, really nice one. And then you've got here, "'Tis the Season to Be Jolly." Another song there, isn't it? Fa la 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 la. But love all these. And that looks like someone's used the candy cane dye from the candy cane in the Joy. So that's very clever. I never noticed that before. So yeah, you've got those candy canes. Then you've got the Christmas tree, which is a great one. So you can use that Merry Christmas die separately on its own, or add it to that Christmas tree and it looks fab. And then our last one is Let It Snow. This is a fabulous one because it really does. It cuts out all the mittens for you, and everywhere has a place. It's all structured for you when your die cuts are done. So shall we see one in action? Let's have a little cut and see how they are. So I've got to use my Winter Wishes because it is my favourite. I love this one. I love it because it's a really big die. They're really big dies in here. So I've just got some sort of contemporary colours really. I've just got my one colour for the purple, another one for the blue, and then I've got some scraps here to do my other elements. So you've got the deer in here. I mean, just to be able to have this stag die is really good. You can use this on all your Christmas cards this year. So I think we'll have a silver stag. I'm going to just cut them to shape, cut them to size, so we can just fit them all on the larger Gemini plates. So we'll just cut these down. So we've got our stag. Actually, do we want our stag? Should we do our stag in a lighter colour? I'm thinking we'll do both, can't we, Joe?
Absolutely.
Let's do both, and
Can
then
you
we
cut
can
multiple
see
layers with
what
these
looks
dies?
good. They're not designed to cut multiple layers, but it depends how thick your card is. This is Centura Pearl, which is quite thick. So, and this one isn't so thick, but I am just going to cut them separately rather
Awesome.
than do two different ones. And then we've got our Winter Wishes, so we can pop them on our die here on our card. Just cut that down as well.
Very busy on these already, Debbie. A lot of people going for the individuals, but the collection is the most popular at the moment. It's still very busy on that alphabet butterfly collection as well. I think I'll have to go back there before the end of the show. Loads of you are loving that. What I would say is there's a lot of stuff. I mean, it's already now, what's the time? Ooh, it's 20 minutes past the second hour. So there's already a lot of stuff we're not going to get to show you in this show. So I would definitely recommend that you get yourself over to the website, crafterscompanion.co.uk.com.au. You can see everything there that's in the show. If you click the shot the show button. The Centura Pearl card blanks and envelopes are 60% sold out, and there are a lot of them in people's baskets at the moment as well. If you want them, I know Sarah didn't say on Thursday we wouldn't be reordering them, or we will reorder them. We won't be able to get them this side of Christmas. So if you want them, it could be your last chance for those, but very busy. What would you do with these dies, Debbie? Would you use multiples on them on a card? I guess, again, we talked about it in the earlier show, didn't we? Not a lot out there for smaller cards, but these would work well for that.
They'd be perfectly well for that. They'd be great as well for tags as well, and tags on your bags to decorate your bags, to pop on your present. I mean, a lot of people now, Joe, are going for the present wrapping, as in the brown papers. You could actually decorate them with die cuts, couldn't you? And do all these little sentiments, do all the stags on it. It just look fab. So look at this, really intricate. I love this one. It's got that really beautiful winter scene. It's nice just to have something that we are doing that's in different colours and different colour shades. So I just don't want to lose my letters here. So I'm just going to, oh, there we go, they're falling out of there. So let's just make sure we've got all our winter. And then we will pop them all into place. And then we've got our stag.
Stags seem to be ever so popular these days, the last sort of 4 or 5 years or so.
Yeah, they've become, I know it's a silly thing to say, because, but stags have become very on trend, haven't they?
All year round, not just for Christmas.
Yeah, no, all year round. I mean, I've got a friend that her whole house is decorated in stags. Furniture and accessories, cushions, pillows. Yeah, really, loads of stags she's got in her house. Right, so we can start layering up. So what I am going to do is I'm going to bring in my dotty tape pen, because that's going to be the easiest thing to use. So first of all, we're going to pop our Christmas tree on. So I'm just going to go round here just to get all that detail. Now, I'm not worried where this glue is going, because I know all the dots are only going to attach themselves to the piece that I need them to. just pop in all of this on, and then we can layer this up. So this bit here, you'll find that every part of the dies have a part that they match to. So this piece here, I'll turn it round so you can see. I know that this Christmas tree, can you see, goes into the part here. So we just need to lay that in, and then we know that the rest will fall around. And then I'm just going to turn it over and give it a rub. The reason I do that is whenever you put any glue on anything, it's always good to rub from the back, because if you're rubbing it from the front, you could then end up pulling it out and tearing the actual die. So that's our first step there. Then we've got our winter wishes. So if I just grab my wishes somewhere, there it is under here. Let's pour this in, which is going to come out of our die beautifully. So we've got our wishes, and then we've got our stag. So you can see where the stag's going to go. We've got our antlers at the top here and his feet. So again, just taking my pen, running that where I need it to go, and then sticking that into place. So I'm going to start with these antlers. So everything you're doing is guided, and you'll be able to just pop him into place.
Could you put the stag in the background a bit more if you wanted to, on the behind the blue layer?
Well, you could do.
Is there any hard and fast rule?
You could do both, couldn't you, Joe?
Yeah.
I mean, even another. You know what, Joe? You've just said that, and I'm going to cut another stag in a different colour. Let me just bring in my other ones, and then we can maybe then pop them over layering.
Tracy Wood on Facebook said, I used this die with a stag for my son's birthday card. I just replaced the Christmas wishes with birthday wishes, and it worked absolutely beautifully. So yeah, it's a really good point. They are Christmas dies, but you absolutely could change them or adapt them slightly and make them more universal, make them more of an everyday die.
Yeah,
nothing
absolutely.
Stop you doing that whatsoever.
And that's why we love our crafters out there, giving us all a different inspiration. So you could actually have 2 stags there, Joe. Look how nice that is looking. So what I am going to do though is show you a little trick with how to get your words in. So where you've die cut this out, you can see that we've got our winter. That's in a straight line. So lay that, use this as a template. So I know that that's the top there, that's straight. Put your winter across. And then what I would suggest is just put a little bit of tape to hold it down. And then what you can do with all your little elements here, your winter, I'm going to bring in my Gloria so we can have our little glue here. And I'm just going to pop a little bit. I mean, if you've got a Xyron, you can run them through, but they are quite fiddly. So what I would suggest is use this as your template and pop them back in.
Okay.
Yeah. So you've got our W there. So it's the easiest way to get it lined up and not have any mishaps.
Awesome.
So I'm just going to glue all these in.
Should I just quickly recap the options while you're doing that,
Absolutely,
Debbie?
Joe,
Is that all
yes,
right? So I'll just whiz through them again. So you've got in here, remember, the Star of Wonder. You're also going to get that wonderful 'Tis the Season. You've got Joy to the World. There is the Santa Claus, which is awesome. Ho, ho, ho. The Winter Wishes, which is one that Debbie is using now. You've got the Merry Christmas in there, and you've got the Let It Snow. You're getting them all for £72 or $86, and you're getting that tape pen included in there as well.
So we're nearly done, Joe. I'm just doing our last couple of letters.
This is a top tip here, Debbie.
It is a top tip, yes, absolutely. But it's really good that we can pop them in and get them in a straight line. So once we've got all those in, we can then lift this up. So just be careful so you don't pull any, because we've just glued them down. Pull that up, and that gives us our winter across there.
Love that.
Yeah, so really nice. And then the last thing we've got is our winter wishes. So I think what we'll do, I'm going to use it. I quite like this other stag. Maybe we should just pop him to the side. Oh, we won't put that in, but you can use different ones. And then I'm just going to use our wishes.
Unlike your friend's house, it turns out in Cardmaker you can have too many stags, Debbie.
You can have too many?
Yeah. For this project, you can have too many. One stag was enough. Too many was too many.
Yes. I mean, you could. Well, actually, I like the stag coming in here, but then you wouldn't see the winter. See that? I think looks quite nice. So you can have more than one stag, Joe.
What's a collective of stags, I wonder? Oh, I wonder.
Dashing of stags. Look at that. How
Producer Laura is on
that?
it. Apparently, there's no specific term. It's a herd of
A
stags.
herd of stag, which makes sense, doesn't it? But it is a bit boring. But there you go. So use all different colours that you want. Use your glitters on there. Use your mirror cards. They just look incredibly beautiful.
Awesome. Joe, Tracy and Nancy all saying what a great tip that is for lining up those sentiments. Dieta says as well, so many great tutorials in today's show. Loads of you have been sending pictures in for us, and let's whiz through some and share them with everyone. Laurie sent us this one in. I'm guessing this is those wonderful tri-blend markers. Love the colours there that have been used on that one, Laurie. Ebony has sent this one in to us. Which is it's a door hanging which says Ailey, which is an unusual name, isn't it? A really lovely name. That's from Ebony. Rose has sent us in this one here, which I just think is beautiful. Really, really lovely, gorgeous ombre colouring there. Oh, we've got a light up box. We love a light up box, Debbie, don't we?
We certainly do, and that is absolutely beautiful. In fact, it looks like it's lined with purple on the inside. So even better for Crafter's Companion.
Really, really gorgeous, that one. Joanne also sent the next one into us, which is again with those interchangeables. And she's pops a little wrap die on there as well, which I think is absolutely gorgeous.
Yeah, the wrap dies look incredible.
They are so lovely. Such a great way to finish off your project. Right, there's a couple of different outline topper dies collections available for you. I'll break it down into the two smaller ones first. So you've got this one here, which is the smaller one. So in here you're going to get blue tit, heart to heart, and also that you're going to get the blue tit, the floral arrangement, and the English rose. These are definitely not in the right order, I can confirm. So let's try that again, shall we? That's definitely a blue tit. We're going to go for the heart to heart, which is this one just here, and we're also going to pop into this collection the butterfly, which is that one just there, which is awesome. That's collection one. Collection two will give you this one. So it will give you the floral arrangement. It'll also give you the Ditzy Bloom and that gorgeous rose. Now, if you want to get them all together, you get a better saving. So all together in pounds, it should be £54. However, it isn't. It is £44, as you get a better saving when you get all 6 of them together. Really lovely, really nice big size dies again. They're pretty much a whole topper ready to go to create a gorgeous card. And the saving's awesome here as well. £33 or $37 is what you are going to save. Lots you can do with these ones, Debbie.
So much, Joe, and in fact I was just looking through samples thinking, because I always like to try and show you what I think is my favourite samples, and I ended up nearly getting them all out because I love every single one of them. So first of all, the heart. Now what's great about a heart die is the fact that it's just for so many different occasions. So you're going to be able to use this for your obviously weddings, but you've then got Valentine's Day and just birthdays and Mother's Day. There's so many occasions through the years that you're going to be able to use them from. But look at the difference you get in those two dies. Two totally different cards, but look really incredible to cut out. If you want something more just sort of structured, we've got a tag here which looks really lovely, and just a really nice cherry blossom branch there, looking beautiful, and just another one. And then the bird is gorgeous. I've never actually seen a blue tit die like this before. I knew it, put him on his head. I've never seen a die like this before, and I think this is beautiful. I think it would be great for new home cards, for any celebration. They just look incredible. And if I can just show you this one, this has been coloured with our tri-blends. Look how stunning that is. So cut your outline die, place that onto your card and then colour it in. I mean, that is absolutely stunning. In fact, I'm going to say who's done that because it's Janine. Sorry, I couldn't.
Who was it, Debbie?
I didn't have my glasses on, so I was thinking it was either a long Jenny with an NNIE on the end, but it's that, and then I see it had an A, and then I was thinking, is it Jeanne? But no, it's Jean. They have to pour me up on it, don't they? And then the rose, look at this one. It is stunning. So another similar one that's been coloured in, and I'm not even going to read the name because I bet it's by the same person. And I do apologise if I've got your name wrong from the design team. We do have a fabulous design team. And maybe, again, making a shaker card with just using that outline die. I mean, it's so pretty. And I have to say, this butterfly is gorgeous. You are going to love it. If I would recommend going for one die, the ones with the butterfly in it, you're going to use time and time again. Look how different these butterfly ones look. And again, another shaker card just using that outline die. Perfectly beautiful.
Absolutely awesome. £44, $52 gets you all of them. You can get them in the two smaller configurations if you want to. Talking about those two smaller configurations, here they are. You get the blue tit, you get the butterfly, and you get the heart. £27 or $31. You've then got the other option, which is, of course, your rose, your floral, and ditzy blooms, and that one's £27 or $31 as well. Put it all together, and you get an extra saving, getting an extra £10 off of this. So it's £44 or $52 when you get them in that configuration. Very busy on the Tri-Blend brush pens as well. Here they all are, 8 different sets here for you. Any 3 of these are £26 or $40. Individually they're $9.95 or $14.95. Lots of different colours. I like the way they've been put together, not in their colour families, but also they've been put together in projects more so. Check the website for all the different colours that are in those. The interchangeables are always busy whenever we bring them to you. This is the Christmas ones. 4 different dies here that produce 12 different finished projects. Very busy, $79.97 or $105.57 if you'd like to get those. Crafters Inspiration 27 is also on the show, $9.99 or $19.95. 74 projects within there. You've got downloadable papers, you've got a die in there, there's stamps, you've got a stencil, loads of crafty goodies. £50 worth of crafting inspiration coming your way for $9.99 or $19.95. Right, we are going to go back all the way back to the start of the show in a moment. But before we do that, we are going to also have a look at the Centura Pearl because it is very, very busy on these. You love these, don't you, Debbie?
I absolutely love them, and actually I want to show you what you're getting because I was holding just the singles separate. Look at this big pile. I mean, you're getting so much in here, all that luxurious Centura Pearl, and it's gorgeous. So anyone that has bought this before or Centura Pearl card knows the quality of this. To have them in a card blank with a matching envelope is amazing. So we've got it in the, I just sorted my cards out and I've just got the envelope, they're on top here.
70% of these have gone now,
Wow.
Debbie. People need to be quick if they've got them in their basket.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm not surprised because what we've got here is pre-scored, pre-cut card blank. So you've got your card blank with that beautiful white inside, the Centura Pearl on the edge. You've got the 2 different sizes. I absolutely adore that you're getting a 6x6 card blank here. These are going to work for all your creator cards, for your edgeables. In fact, I would say that your bigger cards are for your creator cards. These cards are going to work fabulously for your edgeables, any of your edgeables. We're getting this fabulous royal blue. I mean, it just is, look at the shine on here. If we just bend that, it is an incredible valued kit, and the fact that you're getting them all pre-scored and die cut is incredible. And then we've got the lilac. I adore this one. If you've got weddings coming up, this is going to make a beautiful card for any weddings. It's going to be luxurious in anything you do. You're going to be able to create so many different things just using these card blanks. And remember, you get the matching envelopes for every single one that you've got on there. Amazing.
Awesome. Very busy on them. A lot of you with them in your basket at the moment, and really lovely. As I said, we will have reordered those, but we're not going to get them this side of Christmas. You're more than welcome to multi-order on them if you wish. Rachel Taylor talking about the the stags we were looking at earlier. She was saying you could snip off the antlers and make them into a doe. What a great idea. The butterfly is so gorgeous. Michelle Also on YouTube saying she has the rose and the butterfly, so she's really looking forward to getting more. That was those outline dies we're talking about there. Right, next up we are going to go back, as I said, to the butterfly alphabet, which is becoming, or has become, the star of this show. The great thing about it is that it gives you the topper and the matte layer as well, so it means you've got this beautiful frame all the way around. Those butterflies then are cut in as well, so it means that you can manipulate those wings, you can lift those up if you want to, so you can get loads of depth and dimension. Remember, you're going to get the uppercase, you're also going to get the lowercase, and you're going to get the numbers here as well. As well as that, you are going to get also those two stamp collections. Now, the stamp collections are a must-have because what they contain is they also contain the butterfly stamp, which is what you're going to be able to stamp over your alphabet with. So if you want to heat emboss, if you want to add details of any of your inks, these are going to be perfect to allow you to do that. You've got a great saving on them as well. £111 or $140. Club Inspired Platinum members, you'll save another £22 on these. You'll save an extra $28 if you're in the US. Everyone will get free postage and packaging and free shipping and handling on these too. You're also getting that mint green cardstock there included as well, which is awesome. It really is a fabulous deal. And the great thing is that butterfly's never going to go out of fashion. I mean, they've been around, they've been a trend for such a long time now, and you're always going to need alphabets, whether it's for spelling names, whether it's for milestone birthdays, whether maybe you have a lot of people in your family with unusual names or unusual spellings of common names, which you then struggle to get items for, whether it is to create box frames or home decor pieces or wall hangings, as Debbie was saying earlier. There are so many different things that you're going to be able to use these for, which is why I think it's great to have them in your stash. And I know a lot of you have got several different styles of alphabet in your stash. Maybe you've got these butterfly ones, maybe you've got the shadow alphabets that we bring to you as well. I think there's definitely a place for multiple alphabets within your crafty stash because they give you a very different look and feel. I also love that these work so well with pattern card stocks as well. So all of those paper pads that you have, crack those out and you'll be able to use those in conjunction with this alphabet as well. Jasusa says she loves the card bundles. That was the card blank bundles, I believe. Tracy was saying, love the Century Pearl paper. No other card matches it. Embosses beautifully and such pretty colours as well, which is absolutely fair to say. We're almost out of time. We've got about 20 minutes left now on this Second Chance Sunday show. So it's a great time to get yourself checked out. If you want to order everything, remember, pop yourself over to our website, crafterscompanion.co.uk.com or .eu. Last chance to get any photos in to us as well. Any questions that you might get those in on Facebook and YouTube as well. And remember, there's a whole new day of shows starting tomorrow. Debbie is back again tomorrow. Debbie is back with Derek. Are you up in the morning or are you on the first show or the second show, Debbie?
I'm on the first show,
you
Joe.
Are on the first show. Do you know what you've got?
Yes. I've got the brand new Stamp and Reef and Stamp Sentiment dies, yes.
Oh, that'll be really exciting. And then also Monday Makers will be up tomorrow as well. And then, of course, Ben will be here with you on Tuesday, Wednesday and Thursday, and I'll be back on Friday. So it's going to be a really fabulous week ahead starting tomorrow, which is awesome. Right, Debbie, have you got something else you'd like to share with us on these gorgeous alphabets?
Yes, absolutely. So I thought instead of alphabets, we're doing the numbers because we've got the numbers, haven't we? So I thought it'd be good to show how we can use the numbers. It's quite rare sometimes to be able to get a good set of numbers and a large set of numbers. I mean, look at the size of these. They are really large dies. Again, you are getting the outer and the inside. It really is quite incredible. So we're going to be using our number 1, and I thought we would just make an 18th. So we'll do, as my daughter has just turned 18, so we've got our 2 different dies here. We're going to use the 8 base and the 1 base on our black card, and then we're going to cut in our 8 and our 1, but our butterfly elements onto this part here. So we're just going to run them through our Gemini machine. Now what you could do is use them together. So let's say and actually it'd be ideal if you've got someone that's got a short name, because you could make sort of a tag or a smaller gift card, or you can shorten their name, and it would be quite nice to be able to let's say my name, for instance. Lots of people call me Debs, so you could make Debs and I only wish that you could be an 18th birthday card, but it would be in the 50+ mark. But that's okay, I'm quite happy with that. But that's the thing, you can personalise it. So my next birthday is 52. Where can you get a card that would say, happy birthday, Debs, on your 52nd birthday? You just couldn't do that. So being able to personalise them would just be amazing. And then to give it to someone that loves butterflies like I do, or anything sort of just pretty and nice, that's what you're going to be able to do with them. So what I've got here is my my number 1 and my 8. So you can see cut absolutely perfectly. The dies do all the work for you because they have the butterfly wings that are cut out separate, but they're still attached to the die on the inside. If you wanted to multiple layer, you could cut them out again and just snip out this butterfly to put another colour on top. But what we can do, we can, let me just get these in order, we can stamp our butterflies onto them. But what I want to do first, I'm just going to bring in just a couple of my ink pads. So we've just got our pink tulip and our oasis, because I'm just going to do a little bit of an ombre effect. So I'm just going to grab my tools so we can use them, and then I'm just going to blot it as well, because these might be where I've used a darker ink earlier. So if you do have an ink pad, just give it a blot, and you just keep blotting until you start getting some of the ink off. So just popping that in, and then all I'm going to do is pop that into here, and I'm just going to very lightly go over the top because I don't want it to be too dark. I want to create a sort of ombre effect. So just popping that there.
R&K Mum on YouTube says this butterfly alphabet is so nice. It'll be great for use in classrooms. Really would be, wouldn't it?
That's a brilliant idea.
Great for really functional uses. This, I think it would be lovely just to make box frames though, because you really wouldn't need too much, would you, Debbie? Just really the word in there, and that's pretty much it. Especially if you're using something like beautiful inky backgrounds or pattern papers.
Yeah, absolutely. I love the idea of actually cutting them into background papers. I think that's a really cool way to be able to do something that looks really effective. So what I really like about these, Jo, is not only the butterflies, is the fact that you're getting stamps that then you can create your backgrounds with. So all I'm doing is creating a really quick and simple background by using my inks. So we're just layering that colour on. Then I'm going to go with that pink ink, which is just really giving us a really pretty background.
If you want the water reactive ink pads, we had a wonderful 13-piece collection available for you in the earlier show today. So if you went back onto our website, click offers at the top and then click masterclass, it will take you through to the earlier show offers from our first show today. So do go back there. And remember, you can watch any show back you want at any time on our website too. If you ever miss anything, you can always go back and re-watch it. I know what a lot of you do in the US, I think, especially on the West Coast, is watch the first show live, Debbie, and then go back and watch the second show live and then go back and watch the first show live, which is always a great way to do it.
Yeah, absolutely perfect. So I adore these background stamps. You're going to absolutely love them. There's lots of different things you can do with them, but this one here is gorgeous. So I'm going to stamp this for you. I'm going to use my Parakeet in my pigment ink pad and just get my stamping mat out. So just bringing that into play. We're going to pop our card on here and just hold that into place.
Now the stamping platform and the magnetic base, is that on this show or is it on the earlier show? I'm getting confused now, Debbie, about what's in which show. I believe it's on this show, is it?
I think it was on both shows, I believe, yeah.
It's in this show? It's on both shows?
It's on both
It's
shows.
on all the shows.
It's on all the shows.
$24.99 or $29.99. You get the magnetic base and the 8x8 platform as well. This is so fabulous, especially for things like your rotating stamps or where you really must get it got lined up properly again, Debbie.
So it's the most perfect platform that I've ever used. It's amazing. It stamps brilliantly every time. The great thing with it is it has all these legs on the sides which are going to stable the whole area, which means when you've got really large stamps, this is an 8x8 platform. When you've got really large stamps to use, you're going to be able to get that most amazing stamp down. Now, if I'm going to make a mistake just to show you, so I'm just going to do that that really. And you can see, although it actually looks quite nice because it's a bit of a grungy stamp, I've missed a whole section. So by missing that whole section, it doesn't matter because I can then go in, just re-ink up my ink pad, and then we can go down and stamp again. And you can do that as many times as you want because you are going to get the perfect stamp every single time. I might think, oh, around here that looks a bit patchy, so I'm going to put a bit more on. So you can go in, you can stamp that down again, and then you can stamp again. And what you're going to get is precision every single time. It won't move, it won't go anywhere else. You're going to get that lovely lay down of colour, and the more you build up the colour, the more impact that you're going to have. That's what I love about the pigment ink pads as well. But whatever ink pads you go with, you're going to get an amazing performance from this stamping mat. The mat is magnetic. You've got the magnetic little magnets that you can...
You've got the what now? What did you just say? The magnetic magnets.
Magnetic magnets. There you go. Well, it's just stating the fact, isn't it? So you get the magnetic magnets.
Dances with Pam is saying how pretty all the colours are that you're using for this project, Debbie. What colours were they there?
Sorry, I didn't hear that, Joe. I was sort of laughing at myself.
Which colours did you use before you popped the magnetic magnets on?
Yeah, I love actually called magnetic magnets. So I use a Pine Tulip and I also use Oasis. Both of those, I believe, is in the set that were in the earlier show.
They are indeed.
So yeah, amazing colours for the background. And then I use the Parakeet. The Parakeet is in that set as well. You could stamp with the Parakeet, but I've just used my pigment ink pad. It's just what I like, the chalky finish that a pigment ink pad gives off, but you're going to get the same amount, you're going to get the same lay down of colour with any of our, oh, don't want that one, with any of our ink pads. So I'm just putting some glue onto the back and I've just matte and layered this onto some black card.
Tracy says she loves that stamping plat. She says it is especially awesome for the layering stamps.
Yeah, it's incredible. In fact, you cannot get better than that platform for the layering stamps. So, because what actually happened, oh, pardon me, I don't know why I said pardon me, I dropped something. I didn't do anything rude. Is it getting late in the day?
You're thinking about roast potatoes, aren't you?
I think I might be thinking of roast potatoes.
You've got one eye on a roast potato,
absolutely.
That's what it is.
So I'm just switching this out, not because I don't need to use my platform, but I'm just using my mat because I just need to do a bit of quick stamping, and this mat is ideal for that. So I'm going to switch out. So this one here, the butterfly is for the, oh no, I have got the right, oh no, it's not that one. There we go. That one is for the lower case. So I'm just going to switch it out for the uppercase because the uppercase stamps, the butterfly in here is also the butterflies for the numbers. So let's use a different one to what we used earlier, and then we're just going to stamp these. So I just need to pop that on here, and then we're going to do a little bit of stamping. Now I'm just going to use a black, because we've got a black background, I am just going to use a black ink to stamp with and just pop that over the top.
Do you often use the black ink for like an actual decorative stamp? I mean, because obviously in outline stamps, a lot of time, sentiments and things, you use black. But you don't really see it used all that much, do you, in sort of like a decorative way?
I think you always think of a black stamp as a shadow or silhouette. So if you've got silhouette stamps where you actually want a full-on just black background, so a stag stamp, for instance, then you would need to pop that on. It would, you know, that's what you would use it for. But I think black is very dramatic. So on layering stamps, if you've ever tried, do try it. Get to one of the layers that is a bit of a darker colour and try black, because it makes it look really dramatic. So we've got our layering stamps there, sorry, our butterfly dies here, and we've got our background stamp. So we're actually being able to create something really special. So, but as you can see, they're blending into the background. So we're going to bring in our mats and layers. Look at the difference that makes. It really, I mean, it's incredible, isn't it? It makes it pop. Now, how I would recommend sticking it is bring your wings up so you're actually folding them and hold the wings. Then when you get your glue, where's my glue? when you grab your glue, you then would just hold the wings, and then you'd know you're only gluing where you want it to be glued. So you won't be gluing your butterfly wings down. I mean, obviously you might want your butterfly wings down, but it's quite a nice quirky little thing that you can have them stood up and proud. So,
Don't pull them off though.
don't pull them off. You think you would have forgotten
Don't pull off someone else's
butterflies. I know, it was even worse.
Than pulling your own butterfly off.
I did glue it back on, but when I glued it back on, I noticed there was another one missing anyway. So
Do you know what? I've got a confession.
Was it you?
I've just pulled a butterfly off the board. I am sorry.
See, look, Joe's just
Not
done
on
it.
purpose.
I didn't do mine on
snagged, didn't
purpose.
they?
I didn't do mine on purpose either.
Have you got a bit of glue actually?
I have
I've got some tacky glue over there. I'll tell you what.
I've got Gloria.
Can I have Gloria?
So, yes, have Gloria.
Gloria! Let me grab Gloria and I'll stick it back down.
So what I've also got on this is I've just cut myself this cheers die. I've got a feeling come from Sarah's black and gold collection. So I thought this would look really cool to pop that onto there with our 18. And if I just bring in my finished sample then, what I've done is I've created a bottle tag. So it literally is just a square which I've cut one of our nesting dies in, and that then you could either put it over a bottle of wine or a bottle of champagne that you're going to use it for. But how fabulous does that look? Just something a little bit different. But you could use that as a tag on your present. You could use it on your Joe's concentrating over there. So it's amazing. Are you all right there, Joe?
Yeah, I'm all right. It does dry clear, doesn't it?
It does dry clear.
Good. Let me bring Gloria back. Oh, sorry.
Bring me glue back. And there we go. Let's pop Gloria back, shall we? There we go.
Do you want to see my newly stuck down boards? Look, you wouldn't know that the Y had been mauled, would you? Does it look wonky? Oh, good. I think they're winding me up. Right, you'll get the lowercase. You also, of course, get the uppercase in here as well. Now, the thing is with this, you are going to get the numbers, of course, which is also awesome. They're coming in there for you as well. A lot of the times, I'd say, with the extra stamps that go with it, it's kind of a choice whether you go for them or not. With these, I think you're definitely going to want to, because what the stamps have in there are those beautiful butterflies, which is going to allow you to stamp down onto the alphabets. It also gives you the beautiful background, like the argyle, that wonderful mosaic tile, and then this one, it gives you that honeycomb, and then also that wonderful sort of wash effect there, as well as those different butterflies as well. You'll also notice that you get the mint green cardstock included in the bundle as well. £111 or $140. A lot of you have gone for this. Loads of you went for it before the show. It's been very busy since we came live as well. You can use your Club Inspired discount on top of that, of course. You will get free postage and packaging, and everyone will get free shipping and handling on this as well, which is also awesome. It's been very, very busy. Right, I might ask Debbie if she doesn't mind just taking us through a few more of the finished cards that have been done, because they are absolutely gorgeous. And it's not just cards, is it, Debbie?
Absolutely not. I mean, look at this one here that our Sarah made for her niece's bedroom door. Our Grace on there just looks beautiful. I mean, just the fact that you can stamp, you can cut onto your pattern papers is a really nice idea to be able to do. And then just make it look quite contemporary and really minimalistic. You've got your hello there, just to send a hello to someone looks amazing. Maybe do something that's really long like this, which just looks really fabulous and a different style to do. And then we've got this dreams one. I love this one. I think that's really cool. I love this. Is the stamp I used a little while ago in the background, which looks lovely. And then think about how you pop your dies, your die cuts onto a card. The composition of them, doing them in a completely different way, makes them look fabulous. And I love this one here. This one is really contemporary. You've got a sort of diorama card going on that hasn't been cut into, but it just gives it a nice shape. Those daisies, all these different stamps in the background, doing it just slightly different. What I love about this one is it's been stamped in black ink, but then coloured in using our tri-blend pens. So that's a really nice way just to add that little bit of colour. And then one more sample, we'll show our home one. I love this one. You could use it as a plaque for the wall. You could do it for the card. Just amazing to use them.
Awesome. Very, very busy on those, as we knew they would be. They really have been the star of this show. Make sure you get them all together. And I don't think you're ever going to have, well, the thing is, alphabets and numbers, you're never going to have too many of them. You're always going to use them, which is awesome. But the other thing is as well, because a lot of them that are themed, sometimes you think maybe they are fashionable and won't be fashionable. Butterflies, pretty much universal, always been so incredibly popular and will no doubt continue to be as well. Right, I want to recap some of the glorious things that you've seen in the show, starting with the Tri-Blend brush pens. I finally learned how to say it. For weeks I've been struggling with that. I got it right all show today. I was calling them for weeks Tri-Blend blush pens, that's not what they are. Three of these are £26 and $40. If you want to get them individually, you can. $9.99 or $14.95. Winter Holiday is now in the lead. Planning winter holidays at the moment. Right, Crafter's Companion Tri-Blend Brush Stamp Collection. This is awesome. These have been designed to work specifically with those Tri-Blend brush pens. $24.95 or $34.95 gets you all 6 of them. The interchangeables, these of course always busy. What's so great about these is that you can get really 12 different Christmas creative cards for that incredible price that you can see there. $79.97, $105.57. The great thing is as well that you wouldn't know that these were an interchangeable card. There's no gap, there's no notches. They look like they've been designed as is when it cuts out. The holly actually, surprisingly, is the most popular. It's usually the tree and the star that are in the lead. Very busy on those, great saving there too. We also had those Gemini Layerable Sentiments Christmas collection with 70 elements. You've got the 8 different styles in here, 8 different collections, and the tape pen. Of the individuals, the Winter Wishes is your favourite. Best value comes when you get that whole collection. And that is it. We are pretty much out of time. It's been amazing. It's been lovely to spend the weekend here with you over the last 4 days. I am off now for a little while. I'll be back with you on Friday, which will be awesome for a fabulous Colour Me Happy show. And we'll be back with you all next weekend as well, which is lovely. Debbie, not long to wait till we see you again.
No, absolutely not, Joe. I'm going to be back tomorrow at 1 o'clock and I'm going to be working with the lovely Derek. So I can't wait for that. So that's going to be fabulous. And then I'll be back with you next weekend, Saturday and Sunday, which will be amazing.
Oh, absolutely glorious. Can't wait to be with Debbie next weekend. That's going to be lovely. If you are in the UK, I hope you enjoy what's left of your weekend. If you are stateside, have a great day. As I said, Derek will be here tomorrow and then Ben will be here with you for a few days. I'll see you back here on Friday. Take care.